Hello there, YouTube. How are we doing? Bit of a, I suppose, catch up to where we were from on the last video. So what we've done, we have the exhaust on, the link pipe. This is the link pipe from this Cobra system here, but I modified it slightly. I had to take 100mm out of it here because it was, it was sticking out way too far back this way and was pushing the can back too far. So what we done was we cut it. Now I still have to fettle it. I'm going to measure it up here and we'll make it that this is even all the way around. So just take a measurement and do a bit of cutting on it. And what I've done is I just sleeved it here, and we'll put a T-band clamp on it here, and it'll be welded here. Now it's just held up by a piece of wire there at the moment, but what we're going to do is we're going to make a hanger that'll come up in at an angle like so, and it'll bolt on up here. So it'll probably come down, back and down, something like that. So we'll have to mock all that up and get that sorted out. Did I show that? I did, yeah. That's the mock up for the tank. So we have to do that, make it a bit more refined. I'm going to make some changes to it. What we're going to do, so we'll follow the line of the frame here. So we'll kind of go this way, and then we'll come down at an angle like this, which will give us a bit more capacity. I'll have to put in the carbs, I suppose, and just see where I am with filter clearance and all of that stuff. So we'll kind of work with the space that we have, and we'll get it done in this other cardboard, which allows you to, this stuff is really stiff kind of, but it's thin, so it's ideal for mocking up stuff like that. Comes in work, stuff comes in on a pallet. They're like information booklets that go into the product, and they use them on the bottom of the pallet to stop the stuff sliding around. So I do kind of gather them up and leave them in there, and they're ideal for this kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's what we're going to get done now. We're also messing around. We went at the frame with a bit of autosol just to see. I'm half thinking now of polishing the frame, just kind of these areas, because it was already polished before. It was easy to kind of to bring it up. And then on this section, these pieces here are polished, so we may end up polishing the frame. We'll see how it goes. The swing arm was already polished before, but somebody sanded it down, so that will require a load of sanding to get it back to the stage where it could be polished again. We'll see how it goes. I'm not saying I will or I won't, but it may happen. We'll see. It may just end up going black yet. I don't know. That was my original plan, which I may do, and I could leave these sections here and just polish them and not bother polishing the rest of it. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Yeah, so probably once I get this tank mocked up here, I'm going to strip the bike down to a spare frame, because I have to get that mount that I broke welded, and it's just as easy to strip it down and bring it off and get it welded. Absolutely raging with myself over that. Stupid mistake, but look at these things happen, It is what it is. So that's about the size of it for now. So I'll get on and I'll do this tank. I'll mock it out in the other cardboard, and we'll come back to you then. Right, so what I wanted to do there was I wanted to just kind of give these lower parts of the tank, the sides here, I wanted to give them a right good scrub because there was a few scabby bits with rust on them. But it turns out it's only surface rust, which I'm quite pleased about. I thought it was, that's why I went at it, as before we go welding at it, we need to make sure that there's no more thin bits in it anywhere. So all that rust ground out. And I just gave it a spray down there with some WD-40 just to stop it flash rusting in here. You know, this time of the year it's hard to stop stuff rusting, especially when you're working at it and then away from it for a while. So I have the mock-up, the cardboard mock-up I did here, and we have keeping that now for future use to mark out the steel one. And we made a modification to it. We put an extension onto the bottom piece here, so I'll put up a few pictures at the end. And what the deal is now, when the tank is on, the bottom of the tank is probably flush with this upper line here, all the way up along. So it's just a bit neater, a bit more capacity. And I was kind of looking at it and I said, well, sure, why not? It makes sense to have as much capacity as you can. And I also realised for fuel sender, I have up in the attic a Bandit 600 or 650 tank that got mangled on the brother-in-law's bike there a few years ago, and I kept the tank. I was going to fix it and keep it, so what I'll do instead is I'll cut the piece out of the bottom where the fuel sender goes in, the fuel level sender, and we'll weld that into this when we're doing that. And because it's the same sender and the same clocks, the gauge should work perfectly. So yeah, that's the story. So just got a few minutes out here, about 20 minutes or half an hour. Just haven't had the chance to be getting out here too much lately, and I'm well pleased with that tank now. It looks a bit scabby at the back there. It looks worse on camera than it actually is in real life, to do with that stupid hump they had in it to clear the airbox, condensation and whatever. Probably did that, but it's okay. It's quite solid, and that looks to be like 1.5 mil stuff in that. Let's have a quick look and see. It's only 1 mil. Wow. Mil. Yeah, I would say 1 mil all the way around. So what I'll have to do it now, I'll clear that. Just make sure zero it. Forgot to zero it. I was thinking 1.5. 1.3. So we'll probably buy a quarter sheet of 1 mil, or probably be 1.5 is what they'll have, so that'll have to do. But the thicker material, it'll act like a heat sink when you're welding it. You kind of weld it and flicking it this way to the heavier material, so you get good penetration. Ooh, or misses. So I'll just add this bit in here. I've changed it now, where you can see it's more flat on the bottom than it was. So I'll throw it on there now and show you what I'm talking about. So you can see what I mean there. It goes in there and it pretty much now we change the, it follows the just above here, So it kind of follows those lines, and there's still loads of space under there for everything. Loads of clearance above the filters. Perfect. So there you go. Yeah, so we'll leave it there for this video, and we'll get you in the next one. And you take care. Don't work too hard or do any of that stuff. All the best.